Yes, people, we are back. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is and whatever part of the world that you're watching this. Welcome back to the Old Southern Pine. It is blistering cold out here today, so we're going to get this set up as quickly as we possibly can. I was trying to get away without staking it down, but it's going to need that to hold it together. No, I'm just hoping that the ground isn't too frozen to get these pounded in. Good grief. They did not skimp on these. I think we're gonna have to resituate some of these pegs, but let's see if we can't get that door pole in. Come on in. trying to be extra careful with how much I inflate this. It is so cold right now that I don't want to overinflate the tubes. All materials become brittle in this kind of cold. I think that's good. Wow, that's cold even through the gloves. Lighter's too cold to work. That is why I always keep my ferro rod with me. And this is just gas station kiln dried wood that I brought. That'll go up real quick. Now we've got the cot set up in here so that if we wake up in the middle of the night and we want to add a log to the fire, I don't even have to get out of bed. All I have to do is just reach over, grab it out of the tub, open the door, throw it in. Simple as that. Now, per usual, we're not going to rely on keeping the fire going all night. We've got a -25 sleeping bag, and while it is absolutely frigid out there, it isn't -25 yet. As you guys can see, we got hit with a snowstorm the other day, so of course we had to come out and go camping. Last night, or for you guys, last week's episode, we spent the night camping in the back seat, and that was absolutely awesome. Had such a good time. Tonight, we're in this beautiful inflatable bell tent from Danchel Outdoors. We got our Danchel Outdoor titanium stove. This is going to be pretty awesome. It is bone-chilling cold outside. And if we're lucky, we're going to get more snow tonight. That'll just be absolutely awesome. We've got a roaring fire. We've got a comfortable cot to sleep on. And we've got some really good food for tonight. Sure, I'm glad that you guys are here. We've got Fiona safely tucked away in the truck. We let her out to play a little bit ago. She is freezing cold. I got her all warmed up, tucked safely back into the truck, wrapped up with a blanket. So she's got everything that she needs in there until we get this warmed up for her. We've got supper up here thawing in the point of the bell tent. It froze solid overnight, so we're going to let that thaw out. And in the meantime, we're going to run back down here to the truck, go get Fiona, and go for a walk. Let her stretch her legs a little bit before we tuck into the tent for the night. Yes, hi. Oh, I know. Yeah, you want to go for a walk? Oh, you're such a good girl. You go for a walk? Come on. That right there is a big buck track. Come on, sweetie, let's go. Never known a puppy that likes having her belly rubbed as much as Fiona does. GoPro, stop recording. I gotta say, this Danchel tent, I think it's called the B2I. Bell Tent to Inflatable, I think is what it stands for. But it does a really, really nice job. It's almost like a Mylar lined silver coating here that reflects heat back down. The bell tent concept, or those almost like a teepee style tent concept, always work really good because they funnel heat, obviously rises, and basically it collects in the smallest point and then automatically starts to try to push down on its own. As opposed to if you have a big dome tent, there's a lot more surface ceiling area to be able to heat up before it can actually start to push down itself. So they've done a good job designing this. It is heating up in here quick. We can probably peel a few layers off now. That's nice. It's a good feeling after it being freezing cold all day trying to set this tent up. And I love titanium stoves, but I do have to say that in the winter, trying to put them together without gloves on, just touching cold titanium is not fun. And tonight on the menu, we have shrimp and grits. Now, they are instant grits, and so I'm going to ask my fellow Southerners to have a little bit of grace here for me. This is the peak level of my culinary skills. We've got shrimp, we've got Old Bay seasoning. That's going to be a real treat. And let's go ahead and get some Old Bay in there. Like I was saying earlier, these shrimp froze solid overnight. Since this is our second night out in this area, they sat up in the peak for about an hour. I got them mostly thawed out. Get that Old Bay seasoning really mixed up in there. Good coated on everything. I love Old Bay. Alright, and the grits are going to require a half a cup of water each. So I'm going to say we'll fill it up to right up to there, maybe the halfway mark on that. Mixing that Old Bay water from the shrimp into our grits. And we'll let that reduce on the stove here a little bit. Cook off a little bit of that water. That is looking really good. Well, y'all, if that ain't Instagram worthy, I don't know what is. Speaking of which, if you guys aren't following me on Instagram and Facebook, head on over there. By all means, say hi. Old Southern Pine, Facebook and Instagram. I'm really looking forward to this. All right. Man, that's good. I absolutely love shrimp and grits. All right, before this becomes unseemly, I'm going to shut the camera off. We'll catch up with you guys shortly. Well, y'all, supper was absolutely delicious. And now it is time for dessert. We have freshness guaranteed pecan pie. Now maybe y'all can settle an argument for lovely bride and I. Is it pecan or pecan? Let me know in the comments. We'll set that right there to warm up. Oh, that is hot, hot. Yeah. You cannot beat pecan pie. Please pardon my table manners. I almost feel like I'm back home in Georgia. She was so mad at me for taking off her puffer vest that I had to give her my sweater. It is what it is. Also, our power bank is out of juice, and our last light just went out, other than obviously my headlamp. It's late enough as it is. We're going to settle in for a movie. Unless anything else exciting happens, we'll see you guys first thing in the morning. Good night. Good morning, y'all. It is snowing outside. The wind is starting to pick up and howl through the trees. We've got a nice roaring fire right here behind us in the tent. I am perfectly happy just being cozy right in bed with Fiona. Shameless merch plug. It is a well-known fact that if you purchase one of these heavyweight hoodies, you too can wake up looking just as good as I do every morning. Sweet girl. I believe that may have gotten frozen in there. It's really snowing pretty good out there, but it's that really fine snow. It's not like the big flakes that accumulate really fast. It's that really tiny, almost icy flakes. So it is, it's definitely coming down out there pretty good. And I can hear it hitting the tent. I can see it accumulating, but it's one of those things of like you step outside to film it and you can see it a little bit with the eye, but it's snowing a whole lot harder than what it looks like on camera, which is super frustrating because I obviously want to be able to show you guys how much it's snowing out there. Alright, well the water needs a little bit longer to keep heating up, but the soup is on and hot, so we're going to tuck into that. This was a good call. So, coffee and hot water are in the French press. We're going to let that set up, and then hopefully I'll remember to hit record again whenever it comes time to depress it and pour. right, you guys, that's everything packed up. We've walked around, made sure that we weren't leaving any trace, no garbage behind, nothing. Just this little circle right here, and that'll be covered up with snow in no time. I sure hope you guys have enjoyed winter hot tent camping in the snow as much as I have. We had an absolutely amazing time. If you have made it this far, I truly want to thank you. It really does mean a lot to us. Please consider liking, subscribing. If it's within the first 7 days of this video going up, please consider clicking on the hype button, especially if you're watching from a mobile device. Man, it sure is pretty out here. All right, you guys, I think that's going to do it for this episode. I'm going to get this little girl home and warmed up. Until we meet again under the old Southern Pine, stay safe. God bless. What do you think, little girl? Are you ready to go home? Yeah, you want to go home? I know, you're a good girl.